All right, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to give all thanks, glory, honor, and praise to the supreme power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kadash, and double honor to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is the brother Kazan from the GMS Bahamas camp. I got you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai with another lesson. Lord's word in the lesson we edifying and serves the purpose, which is to help build the spiritual tabernacle of King David. You can see the heading. A little short article what I came across says AI, artificial intelligence, can now create viruses from scratch, one step away from the perfect biological weapon. All right, and these are the dangerous times that we're living in, end times. Okay, um, this is the work of the witchcraft of the so-called white man, the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, Esau Edom, the mad scientist. All right, continuously working on AI. All right, to produce these type of things. All right, and nothing good is going to come out of it, but all this we know Esau is the sword of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and the Lord uses them to take out 2/3 of our people, who are you so-called Native Americans, Negroes, and Latinos. All right, Esau is the Lord's sword, and the weapons that the Lord have, or the ways that the Lord have to take you out, are innumerable. All right, and this is just one of them. They're just showing you they creating, they inventing ways to take you out. All right. This article is from Global Center Health and Security. It says artificial intelligence can now create viruses from scratch, one step away from the perfect biological weapon. It says scientists have now used artificial intelligence computer systems that learn patterns from data to write complete viral genomes from scratch in the lab. In parallel, a Microsoft-led study showed that artificial intelligence tools can redesign known toxins so they escape common DNA synthesis safety checks. Those AI-built viruses are bacteriophages, viruses that infect bacteria. They making listen to this now. They're making viruses that infect bacteria rather than humans, making them useful test cases, but also vivid warnings. All right, so they making viruses in a virus, viruses that can attack a virus. Can you imagine that? You can imagine that in the biological weapon form. All right, and they only doing this for Jake, dog. They doing this to wipe you so-called Native Americans, Negroes, and Latinos out. Okay, I want you to believe that. All right, the scripture speaks to them doing this though. All right, it ain't gonna happen to the elect, but it's gonna happen to 2/3 of our people. All right. This Job 5 and 12, it reads, He disappointed the devices of the crafty. Who's the crafty? The so-called white man, these scientists. All right, they're making up these things so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And we know what they're trying to do. All right? He trying to take out, Jake. All right? Israel, the real Israel. All right, this people could be collateral damage in it, but he ain't here. Once he take out a good much, you then hear them speak about depopulation. They then speak about, all right, you would have nothing and like it, or 15-minute cities, and you would own nothing and like it. All sorts of things where they basically attacking us. On top of the charagma, the mark of the beast with Revelations, the 13th chapter speak of. That coming too. Right? The sentence says, why exploits for AI viruses? It says the work revealing how AI designed proteins can slip past genetic safety checks was led by Bruce J. Whitman, a Microsoft researcher. He worked as a senior applied scientist focusing on tools that make DNA screening more reliable for laboratories and synthesis companies. These projects rely on genome language models, artificial intelligence tools that cause plausible stretches of DNA in sequence. Once trained on 1,000 sequences, those models can suggest entirely new genomes that still resemble natural viral families. So basically they can make a flu, they can turn a flu into a super flu. and they can turn a flu into a flu that can't be traced. All right, but only can get you sick, or basically a silent killer. All right. It says that creative reach makes it harder for experts to anticipate how a machine-designed virus or protein might behave in real experiments. All right, so they can keep on poking and poking and poking at this until they perfect one wipe that wipe out millions. Okay, just like the Crown Royale, we know something was out there. All right, we know something was out there. That Crown Royale, they make that too. To wipe out people. All right. The Psalms 21 and 11, like I say, this only for Jake. Their people could be collateral damage. A couple of them could die. They ain't care. But you so-called Native Americans, Negroes, and Latinos, and speckled bird scattered across the four events, that's for y'all. All right. Psalms 21:11 it reads, "For they intended evil against thee; they imagined a mischievous device which they are not able to perform." Because the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to be covered. The Most High Power Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to guide and protect us during these times, during these trial times. Okay, some of us might be wanted for the truth, all right, but 2/3 of our people who lack faith, 2/3 of our people who don't have no belief, who have unbelief, 2/3 of our people, all right, who mock, scoff, laugh, and jeer, all right. Don't worry, the Most High have something. He cooking this up for you. He cooking this up for you now, all right. Let me get one more precept before we get out of here. This is the book of Psalms 59:2. It reads, "Deliver me from the wakers of iniquity and save me from the bloody man." The wakers of iniquity stock and sit upon sin. The bloody man, so-called Esau Edom, the so-called white man, bro. All right? The so-called white man. And David say, "Deliver me from the wakers of iniquity." All right, 2/3 and them hidden white. All right, 2/3 and the so-called white man, because 2/3 stay foot to foot behind Massa. All right, they'll tell you out there quick for Massa. And save me from the bloody man. We know who the bloody man is. That trail of death follow them everywhere they go. The harbinger of death, boy. You saw them always creating new and inventing new ways of wickedness, invent new ways to bash down Jake. All right, all right. This Luke 8:17. All right, it says, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." All right, the Most High Power Yahweh Hashem Yahushua revealing these things. We're in the information age now. People blowing the whistle left, right, and center on these things right now. They had people warning us of AI a long time ago. All right, we already know. We already could identify the mark of the beast. All right, we already see World War III coming. We already know who's the son of perdition. All right, the man is sin. So we already know what to look out for. All right, we have excellent leaders and excellent teachers of the Holy Scriptures, mainly the men of the great millstone, starting from our head, elder apostle, straight on down to the elder bishops. All right, and like-minded Akim. All right, we have knowledge of the Scriptures now. The Scriptures breaking down themselves. All right, we see prophecy coming to fruition daily. All right, so ain't nothing. There's no secret no more. We know what you're trying to do with these new viruses. All right. Last precept I got to get is Job 13:4. Because they believe they have what they do is they create a problem and sell a cure. All right, but we on here. Job 13:4. "But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value." All right. Esau they don't have no good intentions for you. All right, don't mind them. All right, everything is sinister. They have a sinister plan, a sinister plot behind everything. All right, forgers of lies. They're born speaking lies, so they can talk, but they're creating these viruses or letting artificial intelligence create these viruses to help people. But we know, all right, there's a sinister plot, all right, to murder and kill, all right, behind that. All right, so that's why we have to keep our faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, hold firm onto His word. Continue in that humble and contrite spirit, all right, repenting daily, all right, letting the Most High Power Yahweh Hashem Yahushua do His thing, all right, because prophecy is being fulfilled every day, and we know that we sold out here, so we have to hold firm and stand our ground for Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, all right. So Lord's willing, the short lesson was edifying and serves its purpose, Alright, I'd like to give all thanks, glory, honor, and praise to the Supreme Power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopefully Jack. This is the brother Kazuan closing until we meet again. Shalom, Abad Babal, and Ban-Yasharahla.